welcome to the Marr Show, why with you and the crap with my lazy pack.
Ah, Gumby, that little green slab of clay that we all know and love. Or at least I hope we all know who he is. I remember watching him a lot when I was young, from the old VHS tapes to seeing him on TV once in a while. And even though it's been a long while since I've seen an episode of him, Gumby has a special place in my heart for not only being such a wonderful character, but without seeing him, I wouldn't be such a huge fan of stop motion animation as I am today.
So why am I bringing him up even though it's been God knows how long it's been since we last saw him or even heard his name on the headlines? Well, today I decided to revisit a film that I haven't seen for a very long time now. It's been out close to about 8 or 9 years since I last saw it, and really, I just thought it'd be funny we'd take a yuck. Or at least for me to take a yuck. I mean, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Or at least, I hope you do. I mean, the title's up there. Kidding aside, today's review will be on the Green Slab of Clay's first and only motion picture event, Gumby the Movie. Or Gumby 1 as it's called in the film's intro. So, yeah. That's about it, really. Yeah, I haven't thought of anything else to go with it, so... Doggy!
So the opening credits starts out in space! Okay... are we watching a sci-fi movie or something? I could have sworn I put it in the Gumby video. Oh wait, it is Gumby 1, or Gumby the movie I put it in. I'm fine with it. Then we see an alien watching the glob, and above the dish satellite is a block of space clay? Are we watching a deleted scene from 2001 The Space Odyssey? Oh wait, the block splits in two, meaning it's Gumby or Pokey. I don't know why they're in space, but they make it back down to Earth. Oh, and at the end of the movie, they go back to space. Why? Hey, look at the pretty doggy there. Isn't it a cute little doggy? Isn't it a cute little doggy? Anyway, the main story here is that the blockheads threatens to take away the farmers' farms.
Oh, I don't know what we'll do. I just can't tell my children they won't have a home anymore.
So Gumby and his band, the Clay Boys, decides to have a benefit concert to raise some money for the farmers. However, during the concert, the blockheads finds out that Gumby's dog, Lowbelly, cries out pearls during the performance. So they kidnap Lowbelly and force him to cry out pearls.
Which I can relate to. Oh, you're probably waiting for why this dog crying pearls out can relate to me somehow. Well, my shrunken voodoo head doll, you know, that thing from my last video, can make zebra cakes magically appear in thin air. Don't believe me? I'll show you.
I'm talking with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to...
You did a fine job today, Freddy.
But when they play recorded music, the dog doesn't cry any pearls out. So the blockheads kidnap Gumby and the band and create robotic clones of them to recreate their music. Spoilers! They suck.
Boy, they sound awful.
So it's up to Gumby and the gang to stop the robotic clones and raise enough money to save the farms. Spoilers! They do so.
Hooray!
There's some other details of the story I left out, but for the most part, the story is simple and sounds like your typical Gumby episode. However, my only complaint is that the dialogue is boring and lazily written. Not saying that makes any of the scenes bad, I mean there were some funny scenes, but it just makes the film slow and, well, bores the viewer easily. This isn't a 7-minute episode of the show, this is a 90-minute feature film here. So I wish that the creators, who are also the writers of the movie, would have taken more time to think of some more clever dialogue. Oh, and for those wondering who are the Clay Boys and why aren't Prickle, Goo, and Pokey in the band? But
Merchandising, come on down to buy your cheap Lego toy sets, your flexi printable figurines, and your DVD VHS copy of the movie in Space Done. Come on folks, to Toys R Us today!
So how does the voice actors fare out? They're okay too. I mean, the main voice actors and the supporting cast did alright, but then there are some voice actors who are just, well, plain awful. Like Sir Galahad over here.
Hey, green one up there. Here, catch this.
Another thing about the voices is that most of them sound synthesized. I could never really understand why they sounded like robots. In the 50s and 60s cartoons, they sounded more natural and, well, not robotic at all. And I guess I kinda see the clay people having those type of voices, but what about the humans? Why do they sound synthesized? Are they actually robots or something? Not a major complaint, but I wish that they sounded more natural instead of, well, sounded like they were robots. Anyway, let's move on to some of the good stuff that's in this movie, like the music. You got your regular music that you would hear in the 80s cartoon show, but then you have this awesome music soundtrack in some parts of the film. It's actually really catchy and sounds like perfect 1980s rock music. Even though this film was released in 1995, but we'll let it slide. Shockingly enough, the guitar solos were actually performed by Jefferson Starship guitarist, and forgive me if I mispronounce his last name, I'm really bad with names, Craig Charcuteau. And it shows, because it's freaking awesome!
I got a headache!
So finally we come down to the animation. How well does it play out in this film? If I were to show you clips of this movie and said it's from the 80s cartoon show, you would probably believe me. The animation ranges from decent to goodish quality. Sure, I wouldn't say it's the best I've seen in stop motion, but it's not horrible or anything. One of the biggest complaints I've seen in reviews is how the animation looks cheap and choppy. And yeah, I can see why they say that. 2 years ago, before this film was released, another major stop-motion film came out, The Nightmare Before Christmas. And that film revised stop-motion animation, and because of it, we wouldn't be seeing more and more stop-motion films being made today. But all I can really say to those who compares this movie to Nightmare? Why? There's no reason to. It's Gumby here we're talking to. Did you really expect Gumby to top off Nightmare? Not every stop-motion film is going to act in a realistic-like setting. Sure, I could say this is not the best animation I've seen in a Gumby production, but it's the type of animation you expect from Gumby, so it's fine. Overall, Gumby the movie, Gumby 1, is a decent stop-motion film. It has a nice story with some great music and some good animation. However, it's the writing that I have a problem with. Now, I'm not saying that the writing is majorly bad, but still, they could have improved the dialogue some more, and some of the voices are adequate. It may not be one of the best stop-motion films ever, in fact it wasn't really as good as I remembered it being back then, but I still enjoyed rewatching it after all these years, and for that, I give this film a 5.5 out of 10. Not a bad film, but it's decent for one viewing.
Before I go on, let me just say that I'm reviewing the film in its original 90-minute VHS release. However, they did re-release this film on DVD titled Gumby the Movie Director's Cut, meaning it's only about 77 minutes long as they cut out some scenes in the movie such as the hospital scene, only because it's kind of pointless to the plot. While you can watch the director's cut of the movie on YouTube to gain the true experience of this film, I recommend buying the VHS copy. And that was my Gumby the Movie review. Or Gumby 1, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, thanks for watching this video and have a super mega trucker fun awesome day.